Okay, I apologize. The last video that I put up was this Section 6 reporting, but I had several students comment as well as reach out to me that they weren't able to open up that video. So I'm not exactly sure what happened with that video, but I'm going to record it again. And I saw somebody had said on there that some of these questions weren't on there. I honestly don't have a lot of questions for Section 6 reporting because I've never had a student that failed this section. The textbook that we use drills reports to my students every single chapter. We do several reports. We look at the meaning of them and saving them. So it kind of is drilled in their head. So unfortunately, I don't have a lot of information about this section, but I did look through the training notes and what I do have and put together something. But I really encourage those of you who take this exam to share some of the questions here in the comments section so that others can benefit from that. So Section 6 reports. Reports can provide a valuable insight into the financial position of a client's business, reports of company operations for a specific time period, statistical information about a client's product and services, and information about clients, vendors, and employees. So this question might be in the form of, which of the following would give valuable insight from reports? And they might have only 2 or 3 of these that are listed here, and then the others do not apply. So you want to make sure you have in your notes all 4. Profit and loss statement. So the profit and loss report is reflective of the company's revenue or income minus expenses. What 2 options on a QuickBook Online profit and loss report will quickly show a client how much income and expenses were incurred over the past 2 years? That would be compare another period and report period. Vendor workflow leading to product details. A client wants to be able to run reports in QuickBook Online that will tell her which vendors provide the best prices on the products she sells. Which 2 vendor workflows will enable them to create reports with this data? So how are you inputting in your vendor details? One would be create bills with product service items and then pay the bill. And 2 is create expense with the product service items. Customer reports. So which report should you run to list all the customers who currently owe you balances and how old the balances are? That would be your AR aging summary. So AR stands for accounts receivable. That's your on account or your billed customers. Anytime you see A/R, that is for your customers that you will be billing that do not pay by cash. Okay. A client wants to know which of their customers generated the most sales last month. So we're talking about their top customers. Which report should they run to find that information? Sales by customer summary. Which report should you run to list all your top products? That would be sales by product service summary. I show a profit, yet I have no cash in my bank account. Which report should I analyze to look at my cash account? That would be your statement of cash flows. So cash basis versus accrual basis. A client would like to review the income and expenses that were actually paid last month so she can determine how much to set aside for her future taxes. Which accounting method should this client use? The answer is accrual, the accrual basis accounting method. Now I have a note here just in case you do come across a question about cash basis. So the cash basis accounting method is the time the cash is received or paid for. So it's like real-time accounting. So I put together just kind of a little snapshot of the reports that you might see on this exam. AR, as I said, stands for accounts receivable, and that report shows clients that owe you money. Keywords to any account receivable or customer reports would be AR, customer, collections, or invoice. Then you have A/P, that stands for accounts payable. Accounts payable reports show money that are owed by your client or company and the due dates that those monies are owed. Keywords for accounts payable reports would be AP, vendor, and bills. By the way, on the exam, you will see it as A/P. They won't write out accounts payable. The last 2 we want to look at is the balance sheet and the profit and loss. So the balance sheet is your fundamental accounting equation of assets equals liability plus owner equity. It summarizes the financial position of the business at any time. And it's also referred to as the snapshot of the business for a specific time period. So it's not a period of time, it's a date. The next one is profit and loss. That's also known as the income statement. That is reflective of your revenue or your income minus your expenses, and it gives you the income, or net loss of a period of time. Now, that is not a specific date. That's usually could be like on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis or a yearly basis. The last thing I want to note is customizing reports. If you're not familiar with this, you really want to make sure you look over the video that they provide you in the training section, in the Pro Advisor tab. It goes over it thoroughly with you. It even gives you a visualization of how this is done. So on the left-hand navigation pane, you'll see the Reports tab. You would select that, and you would look for the report you want. So either it might be there under your favorites, or you might have to go up to the magnifying glass and type in whatever report you're looking for. Once you find that report, you bring it up and you apply customizations. Once you've applied those customizations, you're going to select Run Report, and that report will display on your screen. If you like what you see, then you're going to select the Save Customization button, and you're going to create a name for that report. So when you click Save Customization, this pop-up window will come up, and you'll create a name for that report. The next time you enter the Reports tab, you will find that report in the Custom Reports section. So there's a thorough video on that in the training section. I apologize, I don't have that much information, but I implore you, please, after you take the exam, try to take a few notes on the side on any topics that I did not cover so you can share with others. And good luck on the exam.